Today I'm gonna build 3 separate cottagecore themed builds on this island. I'm super excited to get started. I figured we can start with this area where they're having a little conversation over by Lily's house as well as by Julian's house. Now for Julian's house, I was thinking of having a little sectioned off area with some fencing and maybe a table. We'll see what it looks like. Probably push that back just a wee bit. Can we get that any closer? Ooh, we can't. Ooh, too close. Okay. I'm thinking some plants for a little bit of ambiance. You know, just making it a little bit more cozy. Then I was thinking about the plants too, is it adds just a little more touch of privacy. That's something that I would really want if I was actually living on this island. My own little space to just kind of relax. Why? Now guys, I don't know if this happens to you as well, but whenever I'm trying to build something, all my villagers are right there. Just watching the whole thing. All in my business. Lastly, I would like to add a little lantern or something like this. Perfect. Oh, we just gotta turn it on. Yes. Oh, I love it. Okay, we'll get this fence a little bit closer now again. Dare I say we might be done with this little area? Maybe one more plant, maybe a little bush, and a mushroom for good measure. Why not? All right, we'll have to see what that bush looks like when it grows in. Probably add some more flowers and trees and stuff, but we're just gonna scoot over here to Lily now. Now, I've already have a general plan here. You can see that I wanted to put a hammock as well as a lantern, but I would like a little table of some sort with decorations. Okay, let's see if this end table looks nice. We could always do like a log or something as well. You know, I think the table looks out of place, unfortunately. So, to try and make a mushroom log here, as maybe a better table. I was thinking of putting a coffee cup up here, you know, just somewhere to relax. Does that look a little silly? I feel like it does. Dang it. I even got attacked by bees for this. It just doesn't look quite right. Well, okay. Try number 3. Let's see. Oh, that looks better. Now, will a coffee cup look good on it though? Debatable. The candle's kind of cute. What about like a book maybe? Oh, you guys, I'm faced with too many options. The book is kind of fun. You know, you could read your book on the little hammock here, but it feels too big for what we're going for. When you clicked this video, did you think you were just gonna watch me panic about what to put on a little end table or what the end table should be? Because I didn't know that's what this video was gonna be, but here we are. You know, I quite enjoy this. Let's get to the middle bit. I want to connect these in a really fun way, or at least fun to me. First things first, I'm gonna create a custom path here. Of course, Astrid is standing right where I need to be. Oh my gosh, and the poor thing has fleas. Oh no, okay. Hang on, guys. We're going off track. We gotta go find my net. Ignore the chaos of this island. As you can see, I'm trying to get everything done, and it'll get better. That's why we're here. We're decorating right now. We should not leave a mom and a baby to be covered in fleas. That's just wrong. Especially since we can do something to help her. Oh, yes, we got it. Gross. I caught a flea. The curse is lifted. I was so itchy because of fleas. Thank you for getting them off me. I owe you one. No problem. Okay, now back to what we were supposed to be doing. Putting a path down. Finally, the path is done. So now the next bit. Oh, you know, I quite like it. We'll throw down a mushroom. Now from here, I actually want to add another pathway because I'm actually going to make this like a little almost island of sorts. And if you see any custom paths here that I used today that you would like to use yourself, do not worry. I will link a Google Doc spreadsheet basically of all of the custom codes I've used on this island. You are welcome to take a look at it if that's something you're interested in for sure. Now for waterscaping. I'll kind of speed through this and come back to you when it's built, just because I don't want you to be completely bored out of your mind watching me over and over just create little streams. Okay, I've done a little bit of waterscaping. This section is done. The 2 houses are done. Now I just need to do this area. Of course, it looks kind of awkward at the moment. I would like to put a tiny little cliff with a waterfall leading up into the river, just to give a little bit of visual interest. Do you guys think it'll let me plant a tree in here? I know you can't answer because obviously I'm recording this ahead of time, but like, I really hope so because that would be fantastic. Okay, after a bit of finagling, I finally got 2 cliffs up here. Not sure I can get water pathing though with a little waterfall. That would be awesome if I could though. It's looking like it's possible. Now for the fun part of continuing on the waterfall into the river. Now we'll add the river back in here for this waterfall so it doesn't look so weird. And just like that, this area is done. So all that we have to do next is move on to the next area. Next on the list is the area between Nook's Cranny and the Able sisters. I want to start with a little pond in the middle. We are trying to go with a very like natural cottagecore, forest core kind of vibe. So nothing quite luxurious or spectacular, but still cozy and kind of homey. Now to just round off the pond here. You guys know the routine by now. Round off everything, make it look nice. Put a little mushroom lamp. Oh no, it's green. Okay, well I'll have to fix that. Just kidding, we're gonna do log stakes. And a second set. Just gotta get them a little closer. Maybe. Oh, okay, this whole log stake thing isn't going very well. Interesting. Okay, well we're gonna move these bit over here then. I will find a way to make these work, I promise you guys. We'll throw a bush down here, maybe a flower, and then hopefully that'll look good. This is a slight detour, but I would like to also add a bridge over here. I feel like the bridges are the hardest part of this whole game. Not the scorpions, not paying off your loan to Tom Nook, not anything else, just getting a bridge to place correctly. Okay, now we'll just quickly pay off this bridge so we don't even have to worry about it. Perfect! Okay, now we don't have to worry about that. Let's plant some trees back here, make it a little bit more foresty vibes. I also have this like secret plan of wanting a little, or like 2 tree stumps and a table, but getting that to work might be a little bit difficult. So we're gonna plant the trees, but I don't know if the trees are gonna work. Now I am going to attempt to do some custom pathing here around these trees. I don't know if it's gonna work, but you'll never know until you try, right? Watching someone putting down custom pathing isn't like the most fun thing in the whole world, so I'm not gonna bore you guys to death. I'll be quick about it. Now we're gonna plant a bush here. Hopefully it'll look good. And then a little mushroom right down in the middle. I might put a little garden lantern actually. You know what? I totally changed my mind. Okay, I'm gonna quickly time travel to when the bridge is built so we can see what everything looks like and if we need to change anything. All right, everything is grown, so let's make the chairs here. Now for a table. I would love to turn it. Nope, looks weird. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. Now, sadly, I don't actually have any board games or anything like that, so we're going to turn this around. For now, they'll just have to enjoy a nice cup of tea, and if I come across a puzzle or anything like that, I definitely will replace it. I'd love a little library, maybe a little sitting area. The library looks a little funny right there. I might pull it over. Now for a good book, of course. I love this one with the butterflies. I know that's like a really small, silly detail, but it's just so beautiful to me. I'm also gonna put a candle down. Does it make complete sense? No, but I like it, so we're gonna leave it. But we're gonna move on to the Able sisters now. Uh-oh. Can I get this table to turn around? Am I trapped? Yes. Okay, we're fine. Thank goodness. Now we're gonna put a little sewing box up here and a project, of course. Remember that mush lamp from before? Well, I finally fixed it. It's no longer lime green. I also want to display a mannequin. Now, I didn't create these beautiful designs, but I do love them. Again, these will be listed in the custom codes that I've used in the description below. I'd love to put some log stakes and a flower patch right here. So let's see if it's possible. We'll just scoot these over just a wee bit. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Last thing for this area is putting a path down. I'm putting a little bit of a stone pathing to kind of separate the area. It gives a little bit of visual interest, but also it doesn't mess up the dirt pathing I have around the trees. Or at least that's the goal anyways. Now, I'm still quite new to custom pathing, but I like to add random curves just at random points to make it a little bit more like it's a worn path, if that makes sense. Okay, and just like that, the pathing is done. You guys will have to let me know what you think. This section is actually all done as well. So, now we are here at the very last part we need to build for this video, and it is in dire need of fixing up. This is a little area. It's almost like a courtyard. I'm gonna change this completely, and I can't wait to have you guys see along on this journey with me, so let's get started. Okay, now that it's all been cleaned up and the mess is gone, I can start to actually properly decorate. And for the first order of business, we are going to put down pathing this time. We're not going to put it down last like before. I'm going to learn from my mistake and try to set it down first. Actually going to try to make a giant circle kind of around, almost like a tiny little plaza. So I'll get that done now, and then I'll cut back to when it's ready. Okay, I've got the pathing down. So what's next, of course, is trees and plants and flowers. I'm just gonna do 3 trees in here, I hope, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna have them all be different sizes, so we'll have to time travel a bit for that, but no worries, of course. Then, of course, some flowers. Perfect. Oh, look, Blair's here to maybe admire my work or walk away with her coffee. Yep, yeah, that's fair. Hey, I'll take it because usually they're right in the way, so she can walk away, that's great. Now that the trees are starting to grow, we're also going to plant some bushes. As well as get some lanterns in here. I'd love to have this just, a wee bit closer. Now, I'd love to make a little mushroom lamp. I also think that this workbench would be really cute here. I'd love to put something else just to kind of give like a little work area. We'll come back to that later. For now, we're going to make a mushroom lamp real briefly. Okay, now I'd love to put the little lamp right over here. This tree will get a little taller, so it will not be taller than the tree, but that would be kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. We'll just get one more bush in here, and then we'll call it good for this area. Well, this spot, anyways. Now let's go finish this little area. Place a flower, because we can, and then a little log stool. And I'm thinking just a little oil lamp to kind of light the work area. It looks entirely too bare over here. So we're gonna throw a little plant back here. Obviously we can't get a tree here as much as I wish we could. And to bring it all together, a little birdhouse. Excellent. Oh, and more plants and more flowers. Yep, okay, hang on guys. Then I think we might be set over here. Oh, a mushroom, of course. This is a cottagecore themed island. I've said that a few times, but mushrooms will never steer you wrong. Now if I could just get some pine cones, we'd be all set. Harder to get pine cones than I had anticipated though, for sure. All right, I think that's gonna look great. We'll move on to the next. You guys didn't see that, okay? This never happened. Okay, we're moving on. It'll be fine. Now over here, I already placed down a table. I'm going to get some little chairs. I thought it'd be kind of cute to have like a little meeting area right by the river. We're just gonna scoot this a little bit closer. You know what? I take it back. We're gonna pull it back. I'd like to have 3 little chairs. I feel like this needs a little log bench, so we're gonna throw a log bench down here. It's just kind of missing something, you know? And then for this person, I think this is Blair, I want to make a little flower area. Now that we've got a little table, we're gonna put some flowers up here. Yeah, this doesn't quite go. Okay, I need another log bench. The idea was there, it just didn't pan out correctly. Okay, I think this is gonna look much better. Get the carnations back up, yep, and then a cute little like potted starter plants. Get a flower bed on the side of the house. You know what, the potted start looks weird. We're gonna take it off. I probably will have to find another solution for that I don't have at the moment. I also don't like the way this floating biome looks. It's a little bit off. Sometimes it's a hit and sometimes it's a miss. Okay, now that that's all done, we'll come back when everything's grown. All right, and just like that, we are done with this neighborhood. Thank you so much for joining me on these 3 cottagecore builds today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I had a blast making it, and until next time, bye!